Welcome back to the Academy of Commerce and Management. Today, we have an incredibly engaging topic to explore that is crucial for both employers and employees: performance appraisal. In this video, we will discuss the meaning, features, objectives, advantages, process, methods, essential requirements, and limitations of performance appraisal. So, let's dive right into it. So, what do you mean by performance appraisal? Performance appraisal means a systematic evaluation of personality and performance of each employee by his supervisor or some other person trained in the techniques of merit rating. It is the process of measuring quantitative and qualitatively an employee's past or present performance against the background of his expected role performance and about his future potential of an organization. According to Dale Yoder, performance appraisal includes all formal procedure used to evaluate personalities and contributions and potentials of group members in a working organization. Performance appraisal, also known as merit rating / merit evaluation / performance evaluation. There are several key features to the concept performance. First and foremost, it is a continuous process. Second, it is a systematic examination of an employee's strength and weakness in terms of job. Third, it is a scientific study. Fourth one is, it is arranged periodically according to a definite plan. Next, it helps in securing information necessary for making objective and correct decision on employees. And last, it is an impartial rating of an employee excellence. Now, let's explore the primary objectives of performance appraisal. Firstly, to improve the job performance of employees and also to identify their development potentialities. Secondly, to diagnose the strength or weakness of individuals so as to access the area in which training is required. Third, to prevent grievance and undisciplinary activities of the personnel. Fourth, to evaluate the success of training programs. Fifth, to motivate the employee to perform well. Sixth objective is to provide coaching, counseling, and career planning to employees. And the last objective is to test the effectiveness of recruitment, selection, placement, and rotation process. Performance appraisal offers numerous advantages for both employees and organizations. First, it acts as feedback to the employee. Second, it helps in imparting training and development. Third, it helps to decide promotion. Fourth advantage is validation of selection process. Fifth one is deciding transfers and layoff of the worker. And the last advantage is that it helps in human resource planning and career development. Now, let's walk through the typical process of performance appraisal. Firstly, setting performance standards. In this very first step in performance appraisal, the HR department decides the standards of performance, that is, they decide what exactly is expected from the employee for each and every job. Sometimes certain marking scheme may be adopted. Second step is communication standards set to the employee. Standards of performance appraisal decided in first step are now conveyed to the employee, so that the employee will know what is expected from him and will be able to improve his performance. Third step is measuring performance. The performance of the employee is now measured by the HR department. Different methods can be used to measure performance, i.e., traditional and modern method. The method used depends upon the company's convenience. Fourth step is comparing performance with standard. The performance of the employee is now judged against the standard to understand the score achieved by him. Accordingly, we come to know which category of performance the employee falls into, i.e., excellent, very good, good, satisfactory, etc. Fifth step is discussing result. The results obtained by the employee after performance appraisal are informed or conveyed to him by the HR department. Feedback is given to the employee, asking him to change certain aspects of his performance and improve them. Sixth one is collective action. The employee is given a chance or opportunity to improve himself in the areas specified by the HR department. The HR department constantly receives or keeps a check on the employee's performance and notes down improvements in performance. And the last step is implementation and review. The performance appraisal policy is to be implemented on a regular basis. A review must be done from time to check whether any change in policy is required. Necessary changes are made from time to time. Next, let us briefly discuss various methods of performance appraisal. The methods of performance appraisal can be classified into two broad categories, namely traditional methods and modern methods. First of all, let us see various traditional methods of performance appraisal. Traditional approach is also known as traits approach. It is based on the evaluation of traits in a person. This system may list 10 to 15 personal characteristics such as ability to get in along with people, competence, judgment, initiative, and leadership. The first traditional method is checklist method. In this method, the boss is given a list of questions about the junior. These questions are followed by check boxes. The superior has to put a tick mark in any one of the boxes. The second traditional method is confidential report. This method is very popular in government departments to appraise IAS officers and other high-level officials. In this method, the senior or the boss writes a report about the junior, giving him details about the performance about the employee. The positive and negative traits, responsibilities handled on the job, and recommendations for future incentives or promotions. The report is kept highly confidential and access to the report is limited. The third one is critical incident method. In this method, critical or important incidents which have taken place on this job are noted down along with employees' behavior and reaction in all these situations. Both positive and negative incidents are mentioned. This is followed by an analysis of the person, his abilities and talent, recommendations for the future incentives and promotions. Fourth one is ranking method. In this method, ranks are given to employees based on their performance. There are different methods of ranking employees such as simple ranking method, alternate ranking method, and paired comparison method. Fifth method is graphic rating scale. Graphic rating scale refers to using specific factors to appraise people. The entire appraisal is presented in the form of a chart. The chart contains certain columns which indicate qualities which are being appraised and other columns which specify the rank to be given. Next traditional method is narrated essay. In this method, the senior or the boss is supposed to write a narrative essay describing the qualities of his junior. He may describe the employee's strength and weakness, analytical abilities, etc. The narrative essay ends with a recommendation for future promotion or for future incentives. Modern methods of appraisal are being increasingly used by companies. Nowadays, one of the striving features that appraisal involves is the opinion of many people about the employee, and in some cases psychological tests are used to analyze the ability of employee. Seventh method is paired comparisons method. In this method, every person is compared traits-wise with other person, one at a time. The number of times one person is compared with other is tallied on a piece of paper. These number help in yielding rank order of employees. And the last traditional method is grading system. Under this system, certain features like analytical ability, cooperativeness, dependability, job knowledge are selected for evaluation. The employees are given grades according to the judgment of the rater. Next, modern methods. First modern method is assessment centers. They are places where the employees are assessed on certain qualities, talents, and skills which they possess. This method is used for selection as well as for appraisal. The people who attend assessment centers are given management games, psychological tests, puzzles, questionnaires about different management-related situations, etc. Based on their performance in these tests, a game's appraisal is done. Second one is management by objective. This method was given by Peter Drucker in 1974. It was intended to be a method of group decision-making. It can be used for performance appraisal also. In this method, all members of the department, starting from the lowest level employee to the highest level employee, together discuss, fix target goals to be achieved, plan for achieving these goals, and work together to achieve them. The seniors in the department get an opportunity to observe their junior group efforts, communication skills, knowledge levels, interest levels, etc. Based on this, appraisal is done. Third method is behavioral anchored rating scale or bars. In this method, the appraisal is done to test the attitude of the employee towards his job. Normally, people with positive approach or attitude view and perform their job differently as compared to people with a negative approach. Fourth one is human resource audit or accounting. In this method, the expenditure on the employee is compared with the income received due to the efforts of the employee. A comparison is made to find out the utility of the employee to the organization. The appraisal informs the employee about his contribution to the company and what is expected in future. And the last method is 360-degree performance appraisal. In this method of appraisal, an all-round approach is adopted. Feedback about the employee is taken from the employee himself, his superiors, his juniors, his colleagues, customers he deals with, financial institutions, and other people he deals with. Based on all these observations, an appraisal is made and feedback is given. This is one of the most popular methods. Next, let us discuss the essential requirements of performance appraisal. First one is a good atmosphere should exist in the organization to create confidence and mutual trust among employees. Second one is that the objectives of the performance appraisal must be definite and clear. Third one, well-defined performance standards should be developed. Procedures and techniques adopted should also standardized. Next one, proper training should be imparted to appraisers. Then, the appraiser should focus on job-related behavior and performance of employees. Proper documentation of appraisal should be done is another requirement. And the last one, there should be feedback regarding the performance and participation in fixation of standards. Finally, let us discuss various limitations of performance appraisal. First limitation is halo effect. In this case, the superior appraises the person on certain positive qualities only. The negative traits are not considered. Such an appraisal will not give a true picture about the employee. And in some cases, employees who do not deserve promotions may get it. Second one is horn effect. In this case, only the negative qualities of the employee are considered, and based on this, appraisal is done. This again will not help the organization because such appraisal may not present a true picture about the employee. Third limitation is central tendency. In this case, the superior gives an appraisal by giving central values. This prevents a really talented employee from getting promotions he deserves, and some employees who do not deserve anything may get promotion. Fourth one is leniency and strictness. Some bosses are lenient in grading their employees while some are very strict. Employee who really deserves promotions may lose the opportunity due to strict bosses, while those who may not deserve may get benefits due to lenient boss. Fifth limitation is spillover effect. In this case, the employee is judged positively or negatively by the boss depending upon the past performance. Therefore, although the employee may have improved performance, he may still not get the benefit. Sixth one is fear of losing subordinates and spoiling relations. Many bosses do not wish to spoil their relations with their subordinates. Therefore, when they appraise the employee, they may end up giving higher grades which are not required. This is an injustice to really deserving employees. Seventh limitation is goodwill and techniques to be used. Sometimes a very strict appraisal may affect the goodwill between senior and junior. Similarly, when different departments in the same company use different methods of appraisal, it becomes very difficult to compare employees. And the limitation is paperwork and personal bias. Appraisal involves a lot of paperwork. Due to this, the workload of HR department increases. Personal bias and prejudice result in bosses favoring certain people and not favoring others. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video. If you found this video helpful and informative, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the notification bell to stay updated on our future videos packed with professional insights. As always, Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or want to share your experiences with performance appraisal. Keep striving for excellence, and until next time, take care.